Hey there, CJ and CPO here, and today we're going to do something about this factory rear bumper and tire carrier. We're going to be replacing this with something that's going to match this front bumper that we originally put on. This is a Smittybilt SRC rock crawler bumper. So the rear is getting the exact same treatment. So the first thing we need to do is get this old bumper off, and may as well take off the tire while we're at it in that tire carrier. You ready for this, CJ?
Yep.
You excited?
Yep.
You look like it. All right, first let's figure out what we need to do to get this tire off. So pull off that Life is Good cover, which is gonna have to go away because it won't fit our new tires, unfortunately. All right, we got a couple of bird's nests in here. Awesome, at least somebody's getting some use out of this this Jeep right now. All right, so it looks like we need 2 lugs removed. I know how to fix that. Well, that was easy. That sure beats the manual method, doesn't it? What kind of endangered wildlife do we have living in here? I'm afraid to know. So we should probably get rid of that. So I was just joking about our endangered species, but we actually have some little eggs in there. So now we've got to be extra careful to try and figure out how to get this moved out of here without trying to disrupt too much natureness. Just support it underneath the bottom whenever you pull it up. There you go. Just set it there for now. Mom may come and relocate some things. In the meantime, maybe we'll find a place to move it to where it's safe. Little eggs in there. All right, so undoing that allows us to get back here to that hidden bolt. So now we need to deal with this wiring. So CJ, right back in here, we're gonna undo this. That's just a very lightly installed Phillips head. And then when you pull that cover off, you should see where that cable goes through. Right there. So we need to pull these off. Those will just pull off, and then yeah, they're just plugs. There you go. And then pull that through. So this allows you to pull your third brake light wiring through, and then we'll figure out how to rewire that later. So see if that comes off now. Perfect. And now we'll remove those 4 bolts to take off the rest of that tire carrier. So here's a tip. If you undo the bottom first, it's easier. So just leave that one in there. Undo the bottom, that way you're not trying to work it upside down. Okay. Boom. Bareback. All right, so now we're gonna start disassembling this rear bumper. You gotta pull off these plastic pieces. There's these Torx, and it looks like there's one down below. So 3 on each side to pull off those plastic pieces. And on Torx, it's very important that you push down as hard as you can because they'll strip easily. So now the one underneath. And again, all this is doing is holding on these little plastic things right here. So the whole bumper isn't coming off with this, just those ends. But you need to remove the ends so that you can get to the nuts that hold the bumper on. And I did try and PB blast some of this for you. And I lied, there is 1/4 one right underneath there. There we go. So 2 on the top and then 2 on the bottom on each side for these little plastic things. Yay! It looks better already. All right, now with those gone, we've got access to these 2 nuts on each side to remove the actual bumper itself. Now we also have this tow receiver that's got its own separate mounting points. It's got these bolts here. So we're gonna remove this first. I think it's just those 2 on each side, but I could be wrong. We'll find out here soon. And then we'll pull off the bumper. Keep going. Okay, so what's back there is, if you grab that little piece that was inside the frame, that's the nut with a flag on the end of it. So what the flag does is it gets jammed up inside the frame and keeps that nut from turning. So as long as the flag doesn't break off, that's easy to get out. If the flag breaks off, we're in trouble. So once you start that thing cranking off, don't stop until that bolt is all the way out on the other side, because if we do something and give that flag a chance to break, it's going to be a pain in the butt. So the flag's broke. Does it just turn freely in there now? Goodbye, old hitch. All right, so now that we have the end caps off and we went ahead and got that Reese hitch out of the way, we can pull off these rear 2 nuts that hold the bumpers in place on both sides. So that's what we're gonna hit now. There we go, rear bumper gone.